What's up, guys? Jedi Warrior back with another video. This one kind of a different one. I built this thing recently, and several months ago I did a Mortal Kombat video where I showed off the Lego figures that I created. And I built this guy recently that is actually Ferrator from Mortal Kombat X. And I wanted to show you how to build it because it's pretty complicated.
0 hours, 0 minutes, and 26, 0 hours.
Here are all the parts you need. I'm going to try to pan over them.
Zero hours, 0 minutes, and space, button. 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 Button.
Sorry guys, ignore my phone.
Button.
Okay, that is the last of the parts. Okay, for the body of Ferrator, and this is really only for like hardcore Lego guys, because you'll only know, you will probably be the only ones that know what kind of parts I'm talking about when I describe these. So the first part is a 2x4 plate. You put that with 2 studs facing away from you and 2 studs facing towards you. So you put it vertical. You take what I call like an L-shaped piece. It's got 2 studs on the top and 4 studs on the side. So like when I put it on this 2x4, it would let pieces hang off the side of it. You put that on the center 2 studs on the left, facing left. You do the same on the right. You need 2 of those pieces. Okay. Then for the 2 studs facing you, get a 2x2 or 2x1 plate piece. Snap it on there. And for the ones facing away from you, it's a 2x1, but it's got these things on it like you would put a flap on. And a lot of the recent sets, you have these little flaps that act as like steering vanes or stuff like that. It clips on these. You put that on there. And what that is, it's like you have 2 things on the outside and then 2 bars that hold the piece onto the 2x1. And then in the center, you have a bar where you could clip something on. So it allows you to center it. So you could use just the regular 2x1 with a bar on it. Okay. So now your body looks like this. This is in my hand. I'm going to try to show it to you guys. Okay, there's the camera. Okay, that's the piece I was talking about right here. And then you got these 2 things on the sides. Right there. And then there's the bottom. Okay. From there, you take, it's another L-type piece. But this one has 2 studs on the bottom. And it goes up, and it's got 2 studs, or a 2x1. Or not 2x1, 2x2, my bad, on the top. You place that on the 3rd row of studs away from you, so closer to the bar end than the flat end of the body, and then the 2 studs that are going upward, face them away from you. And then you take 2 more 2x1s and place them in the 4 studs closer to you, where, or behind where you put the L-shaped piece. I've heard it called a bracket before. Okay, then this piece, I don't really know how to call that. It's kind of weird. It's a 3x2 by 2, but it's weird. It's got this little flip at the end. I'll remove my hand and let you see it. Flip it sideways. That's what it looks like. So you put that on the 3 studs closest to you, leave the weird end that has the flip facing towards you, the end with the two studs, away from you. Now, on that weird piece, on the two studs facing away from you, you put a 2x1 cheese slope piece, or the slanted slick pieces. You put that there, facing or slanting towards you. So now your back looks like this. You got the slant down there, and then there's a little platform back there is what that shapes into. Got it? Okay. Then the last piece on the body I should have waited is a disc piece, probably in gray or gunmetal gray. You put that, you flip it over, you put that on the underside of the body on the end closest to the clip. So it ends up looking like this. There you go. And for Ferrator, what that is that's actually he where it has like a shield almost on his chest.
Button.
And there's the back. Okay. That is it for the body of Ferrator here. For the head, you need it's like a bar that can be held by a figure, but there's a clip on one end. It kind of looks a bit like a wrench. You need a blue like Technic half pin where you stick it in a hole in the ship and it looks like a stud on the outside. You need a head, just any head, because it's going to be under a helmet. I'm currently looking for the one that I had out. Did I mess up and lose the head here? I did not. It rolled away. And I actually just set the phone right on it. Okay, you need the head. You stick it down onto that half pin. It is kind of loose. It floats up and down, but it will stay on there. Then you clip that onto the center bar of the bar piece that is on the top of your body. His head is floating up. And what I used for his helmet, which is not accurate, but it's as close as I could get, is the red, what are those called? The Shadow Troopers. The Shadow Guards from the Shadow Trooper Battle Pack. You drop that down on there. So now your body looks like this. And that head will turn, it'll lean back, and it'll float a little bit. But it does stay on there. Okay, for the legs, you need two 2x2 or 2x1, but they have like a bar on the end of it, so it looks like a 2x3, but one of them is a bar. You need two of those. And those, if you flipped this body the way the head is oriented upward, those go on the bottom studs on the sides. That's why you have the side pieces here to get your legs on. Those go on the bottom studs on either side, one on each side, so they can actually move, but later on you'll hinge them or you'll clip them on with a different piece. Okay, actually I'm going to go ahead and do that now. You need, it's a 2x2 or 2x1, but it's like a slant. So it's this piece. There you go. And then the other side looks like that. Got it? You need two of them and two single 1x1 slick pieces. So you put the slanted piece, one end of it goes on the leg and the other slants down onto the side of the body. And then right below that you put the 1x1 so it kind of slicks off either side of the leg. You do that on both legs. I just messed up. Okay, and then you need two clips. It's a 1x1 with a clip on top instead of a stud. You put those on the bars on the bottom, and the feet do hinge the wrong way, but it's the only way I could think to get it to work. Okay, you do that, and then on the bottoms of those, and then you get 4 2x1, or yeah, 2x1s, and stack them. Well, you stack 2 and 2, so you have 2 blocks here, and then you hook those onto the bottom of the feet. I get them on, and then I will show you what it looks like. Okay, now this is what he looks like. See the 2 things down there? Turn it. There's the slicked off thing, so it kind of slants here and onto the torso. There's the other leg. They look exactly the same, but like I said, they do hinge this way. Yeah, they hinge the wrong way, but that's as close as I could get without doing something wrong here or making him really unstable. And then for the arms, it's really simple. You just need 2 more of those 2x1s with the bar on the end that look like 2x3s, the same pieces you use for the legs. And the same clips that you use for the legs, the 1x1 with the clip on it instead of the stud. Clip the clips onto the bars. Then slap them on the top 2 studs on the sides where his shoulders would be, so close to the end of his, or close to his head. Okay, and you can face them out like that. That's what he looks like now. You can actually, you can actually shift these down, or you could put another one of the, or another 2 of the slanted pieces that I use to hold the legs on to keep them from shifting, and you put them there and lock them in. Okay, that is actually Tor, but for Farah, you kind of have to take him through the liberty here. The way she sits on his back, all you see of her is her hair. So what I used was a pair of short legs, a torso, a head, and then I picked a white one because all the other ones are gold. It's like a 1x1 circular.
Stop recording video button.
It's like a 1x1 circular piece with a bar rising out of the center of it that has a mini peg hole. And then if you got the Avengers Helicarrier set recently from 2020, it came with Captain Marvel. And it came with these 2 blonde mohawk pieces that were to go on the top of her helmet. Well, one, and they had an extra. I put that down on the top of the stud, or the bar with the mini peg hole. So right now, Ferrator looks like this. I know, not accurate, but when you see what I do here in a minute, you'll see why I just try to get the hair accurate, because that's all you really see over Tor's head. And I don't have claw pieces, especially like Wolverine claws, or I would have given them to her. But if you look at it now, her hair is pretty well all you see over Tor's head. So you kind of had to take a little bit of creative liberty there. You could probably match the colors better than I could on Tor. But there he is. He doesn't stand up well. Actually, he doesn't stand up at all. I thought he did. Shoot, I just threw Farah and knocked off one of the arms off Tor. Let me find Farah here. Jeez, where'd she go? Jeez, she ran away. Okay, I'll find her later, but that's really like it. That's all. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want me to make more, of these type of videos, building the custom characters that I've made, please let me know. Please also tell me how my camera work was. I do not use a camera typically, but I figured for this I wanted to.
0.
So let me know how I did, guys. Thanks. Peace out.